What's up? What's good? It's your boy Zillionaire. Welcome to another show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. You know? Now, the reason why they put KENNEKA in the freezer. Like I say, in order to get the right answers, you gotta ask the right questions. And I'm gonna be straight and to the point in this video. Now, a lot of YouTubers, they come with they said, she said, he said, that said, and they said. No facts, nothing to back up nothing they're saying about the KENNEKA case. Everybody's just making up stuff with nothing to base it off of. You will never win a case. You can never win a case if you don't have any facts, evidence, and if you don't have any truth. You'll never win a case. You'll never prove a case. I dare you to go in the courtroom and say, well, they said, that said, and I heard, and it looked like, I think. Let me see if you win a case like that. Now, getting to the facts of this case. The facts. KENNEKA Jenkins was put in the freezer for a purpose. It was no accident. She did not just walk in the freezer, okay? Now, if you do your research, and I'm gonna play the video for y'all. Play the video for y'all, where Rosemont, organ trafficking business, how they had bodies in freezers, how they had people chopped up in freezers on ice, preparing them for the black market selling. They put bodies in freezers in Rosemont to sell their organs, to preserve their organs. I'm gonna play the news story for y'all in a minute. Now, KENNEKA was put in that freezer. Those guys were paid to put her in the freezer so that Rosemont can get this girl's organs. That's all it was about. That's why they put bodies in freezers. That's what Rosemont do. That's what they have a history of doing. That's what they're about. Putting bodies in freezers for the organ trafficking business. Now I'm going to play this video, and I want y'all to listen to this video. A lot of people already know about the Rosemont organ trafficking. They already know about Rosemont putting bodies in freezers. A lot of people already know why they put KENNEKA in the freezer, but a lot of you are still blind. You're still following stuff that makes no sense at all. Watch this news story. The facts, the truth is right in front of your face. Check this out.
Always taking action for you.
And first to 60 investigation of a business deal that deals in human body parts shifting from Detroit to Chicago as the feds launch a new raid.
Sources say Rathburn's seized records led them to the Chicago area today, a business called Biological Resource Center in Rosemont. Remember his business 13 months ago? For 2 days, federal investigators dressed in hazmat suits removed body parts of 1,000 different people. Arms, legs, heads cut up and kept on ice, not embalmed, so they would be fresh for the black market.
There you have it. Truth right in front of your faces. I tell you, that's what they do in Rosemont. And I'm about to go even more deeper. Now, people kill me talking about Monifa is the one that brought her to the hotel. They killed me talking about some Irene made her. I don't want to hear that. Who did KENNEKA come with? She came with Monifa. Okay, Monifa persuaded her to come to the party. Of course, Irene wanted everybody to come to her little wicked party. She wanted everybody to come, but Monifa and Shemaya is the ones who persuaded her to come. KENNEKA didn't want to be there. She wanted to leave the whole time. They got paid to bring KENNEKA to the hotel. They got paid to leave KENNEKA with those guys that did all kind of stuff to her. And we already know how they violated KENNEKA, all right? Those guys, they got paid to drug her, have her all messed up like that, violate her, and they got paid to put her in the freezer. Rosemont picked the body up, and they get paid for her organs. Now, her mama's trying to get paid for her death. Everybody's trying to get paid off KENNEKA. Everybody's trying to get paid off this girl. The hotel gets paid for harvesting the organs. You know that kitchen is like a morgue, period. They harvest organs. It's a wicked, wicked hotel. Wicked, wicked Rosemont. Wicked police department. Corrupt from top to bottom. Now, I'm going to break this down for you right here. Now, we're going to talk, now I'm going to talk about, okay, now we broke down the organ trafficking. I showed you the news story about the organ trafficking, about them putting bodies in freezers. That's why they put KENNEKA's body in the freezer, to preserve her organs. All right. Now we breaking down Rosemont and this and that. And now we're about to break down how they cover up crimes and why they covered up Kenneka's crime. This is all facts. Let's get into this right here. I tell you. Now, one of the chief of police that worked for Rosemont, he was a whistleblower. Who all don't know what a whistleblower is? A person that exposes the corruption at an organization, a business, a company, police force, wherever. They're a person who is not willing to go along with what everybody else is doing. Now, this police officer named Frank Siciliano, he filed a complaint against Rosemont. He said Rosemont has all this illegal activity going. He says a lot of cops work with criminals. They work with civilians. They work with people outside the police department. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Gangs work with police. A lot of gangs get paid off to work for. That's why I say how they put Kenneka in the freezer. They got paid off to put her in the freezer. Whatever gang that was, whatever gang of guys that was, they got paid to put her in the freezer. They work with criminals. This cop right here exposed all of them back in 2014. He said they work with criminals. He said the police department, Donald Stevens III. I told you the Stevens family is wicked. He says Donald Stevens III told him, do not, okay, this is what he said. He said, do not prosecute certain criminals and certain cops. Do not. Crooked, wicked, corrupt, evil. So they had favoritism because as long as certain criminals and cops were making them money, they weren't going to prosecute those who were making them money. Wicked. So they ended up firing him, of course, and they lied and said he retired. Now, I've tried to look up this guy. I don't know if they killed this guy or what, but I can't find Frank Siciliano. I can't find him nowhere. And I'm going to keep looking because I think I want to get an interview with this guy. I want to talk to this guy. But it shows you how they cover up crimes and how they covered Kenneka's crime up. Cops, gangs, they all work together, man. Just like, I don't know if you heard Malcolm X, what he said back in the 1970s. He said, how can you have more cops and more crime? He said, because the cops are in cahoots with the criminals. Pay attention. Wake up. Malcolm X even said this. These are facts. You have all these cops, but it's more crime. It's more organ trafficking, drug trafficking, and sex trafficking in the world. It's ridiculous. But you have all these police because they're all working together to make this money. So you have crooks in the system and crooks in the street. That's all it is. Both sides are crooked. Both sides. And they're both making money. Rosemont covering up crimes is how they make their money. Covering up Kenneka's crime, they had to cover each other's back to get her organs and to keep doing whatever else they're doing. Rosemont has one of the biggest organ trafficking businesses in the United States. But I wanted to bring up this cop right here to show y'all how Rosemont covers up crimes, and they covered Kenneka's crime up. They have a history of organ trafficking. They have a history of covering up crimes. This all ties into Kenneka's case, putting her in the freezer, covering up her crime. Now, we're going to move along to another phase of this. We're going to get to the autopsy side. Now, Cook County Medical have a history of falsifying autopsies. Yes, they have a history of it. And you actually believe Kenneka's autopsy? This is a crooked, wicked city and a town. This is crooked wickedness, I mean, at its finest. Dr. John Kavanaugh was a high-ranking, autopsy medical examiner. And this guy, he botched 219 autopsies. He lied on a lot of them and said they were not murders, and they were murders. He was getting paid off to cover up crimes for the cops and everybody else in Rosemont. Okay? That's what was really going on. And somebody caught a hold to it. But you can't do that much in Rosemont. If the Stevens family say that they're not going to get convicted, they won't get convicted in Rosemont. Stevens family founded Rosemont, and they run Rosemont, and they have ties with the mafia and a lot of people who are the elites. Okay, look this stuff up. These are everything I'm saying is facts. Y'all can follow what she said and they said all you want to. You can follow that garbage if y'all want. I'm dealing with the facts of the entire case, and I'm showing you what Rosemont does. All right. Straight like that. They have a history, so you can't believe nothing they said on Kenneka's autopsy. They got paid to cover up that crime. They got paid to lie on her autopsy. I don't believe nothing they put in that. A company, that's just like you have a homegirl. Every time you ask her a question, all she do is lie. And they're going to come to a point where you're like, okay, come on, I'm sick of you lying. All you do is lie. And the next time she tell you something, you're not going to believe her because she has a history of being a liar. Rosemont have a history of so much crookedness and crime. Y'all need to wake up and pay attention how deep this thing is. That's why I'm exposing it. Okay? Dr. John Kavanaugh, he falsifies autopsies for the Stevens family, for the police department, for the crooks with badges. That's all they are, crooks with badges. He's getting paid off to botch and to lie on autopsies. I'll be damned if I believe anything in Kenneka's autopsy. All right? Straight like that, man. Now we're gonna move to another phase. All right? Check. I want you to listen to this. Now, it was a father and son. Okay? They were selling diseased body parts, organs. They were selling diseased organs to buyers. This is how wicked it is. So in other words, they were just getting bodies, snatching them up, trying to hurry up and sell them so they could get paid. They didn't care if their patient died of the organs that they gave them. So they were basically selling bad meat. Just like if you go to the meat market and they sell you bad meat, that's exactly what this is. You're selling bad organs to your buyers. This stuff is sick, Rosemont. These are two men in that same old company, Bio. I don't even know how this company even exists. They sell organs all over the United States. The Biochemical Research Lab. I mean, they're wicked. They sell organs and body parts everywhere. But I let you know that cops, it's people it's crooks with badges that help run this organ trafficking. It's just not regular people. It's not just people. It's people mixed. It's criminals mixed with the crooks with badges. This father and son right here, Donald Green Sr. and Donald Green Jr. selling infected organs. This stuff is wicked. This is what Rosemont does. This is their business. Why you think I have all these missing girls? I'm going to talk about the sex trafficking next. They have all the missing girls because of the sex trafficking. They have all these people in body parts and freezers because of the organ trafficking. I mean, this is what they do. And these are elite people, crooks with badges, working with criminals. And they're getting all this done, man. This stuff is crazy. Man, let me just recap everything I've said. Rosemont is full of organ trafficking. They had parts and bodies chopped up in the freezers to preserve them to sell on the black market. That's why they put Kenneka in the freezer, to preserve her organs so they could sell her organs. Rosemont has a history of crime cover-ups, criminals that work with gang members and cops. Why do you think these gang members, after they did what they did to Kenneka, they put her in the freezer, they got paid off. And the cops covered up the entire crime because they're all in it together. Okay? The hotel, the cops, the criminals, everybody. And Rosemont has a history of crime cover-ups. Everything I've said to y'all, you see, I proved it to you. The organ trafficking, they put bodies in freezers. That's why they put Kenneka in the freezer. Crime cover-ups, they have a history of doing that. That's why they covered up Kenneka's crime. They have a history of falsifying autopsies. That's why they falsified Kenneka's autopsy. Do y'all see the corruption here? See how wicked it is. The Bible talks about spiritual wickedness in higher places. These are people who are elites, wicked, in high places doing this stuff. It's disgusting, man. It's horrible. But that's why they put KENNEKA in the freezer, man. And I'm just here to expose everything. Not just to expose the friends for getting paid, for bringing her to the hotel. Not just because they know who the guys were. They know who the guys were that put her in the freezer. Not just to expose her, and we still don't know exactly who these guys were, but Monifa and Shemaya know exactly the guys who they left KENNEKA in the hallway with by the elevator. They know who these guys were that got her, okay? And whatever chief official paid the guys, after y'all finish, put her in the freezer, and we're going to come get her organs. This stuff is wicked, y'all. I'm your boy Zillionaire. I'm out of here. All this stuff that I spoke on tonight, you can research it your damn self. These are facts. I don't deal with fantasy. Only way you can beat a case, only way you can reopen the case, only way you can break down and discover the truth of the case is bringing these facts and these evidence and these truths and bringing it to a light and shedding light on what's in darkness. You can't win a case with they said, she said, they said, and you have nothing to base it off of. A lot of these YouTubers are just running their damn mouth. They can't prove anything that they're saying. I'm your boy Zillionaire. I'm out of here.
Incorporated.